Hi, Edwin. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
Good. Thank you for asking. We are gonna wait some minutes for the other students and then we start, okay?
Okay, teacher, no problem.
Hi, Alex. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Good. Thank you for asking. We wait more, also 3 minutes more and then we start.
Okay, problem.
Edwin, ¿me escuchas?
Yes,
Hola.
teacher.
Ah, ya. Listo. Listo, pues empecemos. Creo que esperé lo suficiente. Es- si no hay problema, pues entonces hacemos la clase solo contigo, bueno. Mm,
Okay, teacher, no problem.
Voy a compartirte pantalla. Fue con otro compañero, ¿cierto? Ah, ¿puedes ver mi pantalla?
No, no puedo todavía. O no me aparece.
Mm, ¿Y ahora?
Tampoco. Espérame, yo me salgo a ver.
A ver, espera. Es que hoy estoy en otro computador y este no me anda muy bien.
No, pero no puedo ver la pantalla.
Espera un segundo, que la cancelé. Nada. ¿Todavía no te parece?
No.
¿Y ahora?
Espera, teacher, y yo me conecto y me desconecto a ver si soy yo.
Dale.
Pues me aparecen dos pantallas, pero no me carga. No sé si sea su internet o sea el mío. Ah, ya puedo ver la pantalla.
¿Listo ya?
Sí, señora, ya.
¿Sí te aparece? Ah, bueno. Ay, bueno, menos mal. Okay, so we're gonna start. Welcome to this class, Edwin. Thank you for your attendance. And today we are gonna talk about modal verbs and with the topic talking about traveling. Okay. Do you what have you ever heard about this topic before?
Creo que sí, pero no lo tengo muy claro.
You don't remember? Okay, so wait. I'm gonna show you 3 pictures, okay? And you are going to Also, you're going to choose one and then you describe it for me. Yes? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Which one do you choose? Number 3. Wait, I put it a little bit more bigger. Wait.
The second one.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't know why it doesn't charge. Okay, the second one. You can start. What do you see in the picture?
Save the money for travel to any place around the world. So the passport, um, travel. Espérame que no me acuerdo cómo se dice avión.
And
Airplane. No.
plane, yeah, airplane.
The coins mm, espérame, yo me acuerdo cómo era billete. Coins and money bills. I don't know, teacher.
Wallet. Wallet, you mean wallet? O billetera
Bills.
o monedero.
No, bills y money. Esto, coins, que son
Bills,
monedas.
exactly. Bills.
Y
And bills.
coins.
And this, compass.
Ya no se me viene a la cabeza más. Ya dije passport y lo demás.
Compass. And this blue thing here.
Es de maps.
Yeah, a map.
Y pues I say the save money for travel.
Yeah. And what do you think the person in this picture, also, what do you think is she or he doing? Also, what is the picture about?
Choose the country to visit and guardar
Sorry?
dinero. Choose the country
To save money.
yeah, save money to travel any country.
Yeah, exactly. Saving money for traveling, right?
Yes.
Nice, good. And now here, wait. Let's do, because you are the only person. Let's do this
Teacher,
these other two persons here. Wait, sorry.
I entered like a minute ago, 2 minutes ago.
¿Cómo? Ay, no te escuché, perdón.
I entered like 2 minutes ago, teacher. I'm Samir.
Ay, no te escucho bien. No sé si es mi
Teacher, hay
audífono.
otro compañero que intenta decir algo, pero creo que es tu internet.
Sí, sí. Bueno, no, pero ahorita ya acabo de escuchar. Sí te escucho bien ahorita. Espérame, yo miro si puedo cambiar aquí de red. Mm, 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 mm. No, lo voy a dejar así, igual te escucho. Bueno, continuamos. What about this picture, Edwin? What do you see?
He is in airport. Watch see the windows.
Looking at the out of the window, yeah.
So he's waiting for get on get off the plane. I see. I see equipaje como es.
Luggage.
Yes, luggage and so the sunny day.
It's a sunny day.
And
Okay. And this picture here, the last one. Wait. You don't see it so well, but yeah.
I think the person is in station.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
so train tracks, como que vías del tren. The letter B. Red shoes, jacket, black jacket.
Black jacket, yeah.
Short hair.
Short hair, yeah.
I see sand, o sea, arena. Es como hay unas vías, hay como arena o tierra.
Yeah. Sorry about the noisy.
Arena o tierra, o sea, se ve como que hay mucha tierra en las vías.
Sand or earth. Right.
The trees, árboles.
And trees, yeah, exactly. Nice. So Edwin, thank you. Now you're gonna tell me, you see this sentence here? For example, you must pack light to save space in your suitcase. Debes empacar no tan lleno, o sea, ligero. Yeah, sí. Debes empacar ligero para guardar espacio en tu maleta. So for each picture, you're gonna give an advice. Okay, any advice that you want. Vas a dar un consejo sobre viajar, ¿sí? El de lo que ves de las fotos, ¿sí? Entonces, por ejemplo,
Okay.
for this one, which advice can you tell from this picture?
So you must be patient when taking a flight.
You must, what did you say? Sorry.
You must be patient, paciente, when you take a flight, tomar un vuelo.
Exactly. That's true. Patient. Okay. Good. For this picture, number 2.
So I thinking, so you must bring whole documents when leaving the country. Como que debes llevar todos los documentos al momento de salir del país.
Exactly. That's a good advice. Or your documents. Good. And for this picture, which advice could you tell for number 3?
So you shouldn't not be so close to the train tracks. Como que no debe estar tan cerca de las vías del tren.
Exactly. That's a good advice. It's dangerous. That's a good one. Yeah, good. Yeah, good job. Thank you, Edwin. So we're going to continue. With the explanation. No, we have here another exercise before we continue. So you need to complete the sentences with the correct modal verb. Here we have 2 choices, each of them, in each question, each sentence, and you need to choose one of them for so the sentence sounds right. So for the first one, can you please read and then, or you can also choose your answer already and tell me how you want.
Debo de leer.
y escoges una respuesta de las que están aquí en una de estas dos.
Okay. Entonces, the first one is you must bring your passport when traveling or traveling.
Ujú. Must or
This-
must not?
Must.
Mhm. You must, exactly. How you know if this is the right answer?
The second one
Mhm. The second one?
is
Single.
can't.
Can't, uh-huh. And can you read the whole sentence, please?
You can't bring esa palabra líquidos, ¿cómo sería?
Liquids, liquids.
Liquids over one, ay, se me olvidó cómo era así. 100 mililitros,
Milliliters.
serían los mililitros on a plane, como que no debes no puedes subir más de 100 mililitros al avión, algo así.
Sí, exacto. Bien, thank you,
Dicen,
Edwin.
ahí está mi compañero Edison también.
Edwin, how are you?
Hi, teacher.
How are you today?
Fine.
Okay, good. Edwin, today we're talking about modal verbs. Okay. Could you please complete the third sentence?
You should book flights in advance to save money.
Exactly, that's right. Edwin, so because you just arrived, you need to choose one picture. This one, number one, look at very well. Number two. This one is number three. Okay. And you need to describe the picture first. And when you describe the picture, then you tell me an advice about traveling.
Okay.
But,
I think the
you need
first
to
one.
The first one, okay.
And I see a man with his package. His I don't know how it's called. La maleta. Seen through the window a plane, and I guess he's waiting for his flight, or he's just arriving from his flight too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, what else? He has a bag and his package. He's wearing a like a lumberjack shirt, white
Yeah,
shoes,
that's right.
and a jean. I guess that's how. There's no much left to describe.
Okay. And which advice could you give from the picture also about traveling?
I guess I see he's carrying, well, it's not a lot of bags, but he has a very big one in his back and the other one. So I guess I could say that he should package less things or package them in a way that that they don't occupy a lot of space. I don't know how to say that. Reduce the space that he uses.
Give me a moment because my internet is not really good. I'm gonna change voy a cambiar la red. Me dan un segundo a ver si me funciona mejor. Chicos, ¿me escuchan?
Yes, teacher.
No, ok. Perdón, es que yo viajé, ¿cierto? No sé, estoy en la casa de mi abuela ahora y el internet es súper malo, chico. Y, y no me funciona nada. Y también tengo otro computador que no es mi computador y también se ve las diapositivas no tan bien. Ay, pero bueno, espero poder dar la clase bien. Edison, so what was your advice? Sorry.
That he should use like less space or package less things because what I am seeing is carrying a lot. You know, the bag on his back
Mhm.
is bigger than the other one that he has. So
That's true. He has overweight. Exactly. He has a pretty much, yeah. So your advice is like he should bring smaller suitcases, something like this.
50-50. He should package less things or optimize the way that he package. Like
Mhm. Exactly. Yeah, that's a good advice for him. Okay, so Edison, as you see in Edwin, we are using, we know when you get advice, we use conditionals. Conditionals are these words like should, must, need, I must, I should, I can, I could, I will, or I might, I would. Yeah, all these kind of words, they are all conditionals. And so for what is conditionals, these conditionals help to express ability, possibility, permission, obligations, necessity, yeah, what is also advice when we give advice, permission, and so on. And these words, they work together with the main verb. For example, let me zoom this. You have here this speak, sit, open, borrow, visit, try. All these verbs, they don't change its form, no cambian su forma, because they have an auxiliary verb. And this auxiliary verb is the modal verb. Okay, and what is an auxiliary verb? These auxiliary verbs, they help the main verb always, and so you don't need to use, for example, David is a third person, right? Es una tercera persona. She, he, and it, they are third persons, right? And when we talk in third person, you need to add an S, right? But when you use conditional, you don't need to worry about it because you have already the conditional, so the verb stays the same. Cuando usamos el conditional, sorry, perdón, estoy desde la clase pasada. Cuando usamos un modal verb, no utilizamos, o sea, dejamos el verbo que sigue, el verbo principal lo dejamos intacto, no le agregamos nada, ni lo cambiamos, ese nunca cambia. Eso, entonces, es como lo fácil de los verbos modales en cuanto a estructura, porque no hay que preocuparse por los verbos. Solamente es de utilizar el modal verb correcto y ya. And then, as you see here in this chart, we have some types of modal verbs. The first one is ability. And here you find verbs like can or could. Could is the past of can. And yeah, these verbs, you can use it for ability or possibility or even permission. You know, if you want to ask for something, you use also this verb. And Edwin, could you please read the examples for the first modal verb? Perdón, ay, ¿por qué abrí esto? Yeah.
So I have to read.
Yes, these two examples.
Okay, so David can speak 3 languages. He could
Languages?
speak fluent French when he was 5.
Good. Thank you, Edwin. And yeah, now we have a permission. You know, you use this for yeah, basically asking or giving permission. Yeah, here we find modal verbs like again, can, could, or may. Okay. Edison, could you please read the 3 examples here?
Sure. Can I sit in that chair, please? Could I open the window? May I borrow your dictionary?
Thank you. So you see, you're asking some permission here. And also, yeah, I forgot to tell you, you remember that, for example, could or may, you use it, is like the same, it's the same meaning, but you use it when you want to ask something in a nicely way or polite way. You know, if you're talking with someone that you don't know, or a person you don't know, or maybe your boss, or yeah, a superior, then you use could or may. Can is more like friendly way, like for friends or family maybe, and so. Advice, yeah. So we have advice. The one that we use the most today, I think, is should. And yeah, this more like advice is more also like an expectation or a mild obligation, así como una obligación leve, no como que estás obligado, pero como que como medio, como en la mitad, deberías. Edwin, could you please read the examples? These two.
Of course. You should visit your dentist at least twice a year. You should try to lose
Wait.
weight. No sé cómo se dice, weight.
Wait. Good. And twice a year. Good. Thank you. Then we have obligation like must or have to. And like really strong obligation. Yeah. Or also a necessity. Necessity. So Edison, could you please read these two examples?
Sure. I must memorize all of these rules about tenses. You have to take off your shoes before you get into the mosque.
Thank you. And then the last one is possibility. And this, if you find like might, may, again, could, and can. Edwin, could you please read the rest two examples, the last ones?
It looks nice, but it might be very expensive. Richard may be coming to use apps tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. So these are the modal verbs. And yeah, modal verbs, we use modal verbs also to show if we believe something is certain, possible, or impossible. Now, for example, here we have my keys must be in the car. That's something that is certain, okay? And why? Because you are using must, like it is like you are 100% sure that your keys are there, right? You are certain. And then we have a possibility as a possible, and that is it might rain tomorrow. This is a weaker possibility, you know, like you are you kind of know that it could rain, como que puedes saber un poco si va a llover, entonces como que lo dices. And then we have impossible. So, and that is, for example, that can be Peter's coat because it's too small. Yeah, you are 100% that is too small and Peter doesn't fit in this coat. So, yeah, those. And last but not least, we have also that modal verbs. You use them for things like to talk about, yeah, this I told you before a bit, like ability, like to ask permission, to make a request or an offer. You know, like I can swim, so this is about ability. May I ask a question in a polite way? You are asking a permission. And could I have some tea, please? This is also asking permission. And would you like some help? You know, you are making an offer here. And yeah, that's the explanation. And then we will continue. Do you have questions?
No, teacher.
Okay, so now that you remember, we are going to practice. But before we practice, we're gonna watch a video about traveling, like traveling tips, I will say. You know how to, it is called how to travel cheap. Ay, si esto carga rápido sería genial. Please. Okay, nice. I'm gonna zoom it up.
This morning, Charlie and I got up at 3 a.m. and
Can you hear? Yes, right? Not a problem. So now you pay attention because I will ask you some questions about the video.
this morning, Charlie and I got up at 3 a.m. and made our way to the airport to fly to where we would spend a little less than a week, then take the train to Hamburg, and 3 days later, another train to Copenhagen. So let's talk about how to travel with little money. Number 1, be flexible. Be flexible with your destinations. Use Skyscanner's Everywhere tool, for example, to find some great offers. And fly outside of season. Make sure you don't travel to a country during its holidays or school breaks. Number 2, get up early. Early flights are cheap flights.
Perdón, chicos, mi internet. Ay, I'm so sorry about the inconvenience. I will play that again. I hope it works.
Charlie and I got up at 3 a.m. and made our way to the airport to fly to Berlin, where we would spend a little less than a week, then take the train to Hamburg, and 3 days later, another train to Copenhagen. So let's talk about how to travel with little money.
Let's wait 1 minute. Maybe it loads. If no, it doesn't matter. We can do something else. But
to fly to Berlin, where we would spend a little less than a week, then take the train to Hamburg, and 3 days later, another train to Copenhagen. So let's talk about how to travel with little money. Number 1, be flexible. Be flexible with your destinations. Use Skyscanner's Everywhere tool, for example, to find some great offers. And fly outside of city season. Make sure you don't travel to a country during its holidays or school breaks. Number 2, get up early. Early flights are cheap flights. Extra time wherever you go, so set your alarm. Number 3, bring a bottle and some snacks. When you're walking around a city, you're gonna get thirsty and a little hungry. Instead of buying a small bottle of water at every other street corner, bring your own. Little things like that add up. Number 4, Airbnb or hostels. I love Airbnb. That's that. I've only ever been in luck and found a great place with good access and for a good price. And hostels are a perfect way to meet people from all over the world if you're traveling alone. Eat like a local. Don't eat near sightseeing spots. Guaranteed the price of the food will be higher just because it's near the Brandenburg Gate or the Eiffel Tower. Find smaller places where locals eat, where the owner knows his crowd and greets them, where the food is authentic. Number 6, get local currency. Do not get it at the airport or some exchange place. It will cost you loads. Instead, get some beforehand at your bank, or when you arrive, find a bank and an ATM and make a bigger withdrawal, so you don't pay exchange fees and transaction fees several times. Number 7, free walking tours. Sandeman's walking tours all over Europe are great. If you want to learn a little bit about the city you're in and its histories, definitely book a walking tour. And finally, number 8, use your feet. Bring good shoes and get walking. All right, those are my 8 travel tips. What are your travel tips? Leave them in the comments and I will see you next Friday.
okay, well, guys, I'm so sorry. But you could hear good, or at least, right? Did you hear what she
Yeah,
said?
teacher.
Okay, nice. So give me, Edison, tell me one of the tips that she mentioned.
I guess that the first one was just well, like book flights early, or that one was the second one. But she said that book flights early, like in the morning, because not a lot of people travel in that hours.
Yeah, that is correct. Thank you, Edison. Yes, she say it's better to travel in the morning, and you save a lot of money with that. And Edwin, which other tip she gave in the video? She mentioned.
Teacher, arrive hours in advance.
Yeah, exactly. That's also a good one. And thank you, guys. So now we know what is the video about. Now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna, because of my internet is not working so good, so I wanted to use I know a website to write down our stuff. but we're not gonna use it because I don't want to have any convenience. I'm really scared right now. Um, but we are going to write, maybe you can write 2 travel tips about how to travel cheaper that you know. But you're gonna use any model, also any kind of modal verb. ¿Ok? Van a escribir 2 tips sobre cómo viajar más barato. Cualquier tip que ustedes les sirvan, o sea, que sean de ustedes, ¿sí? O sea, diferentes a los del video, los que escucharon en el video. But you need to use modal verbs. Necesitan usar modal verbs para estos tips. Entonces, los escriben en el chat. Bueno, les doy, no sé cuánto necesiten, miramos cuánto necesitan y ahí les estoy controlando. Entonces, bueno, pueden comenzar a escribir los 2 tips y me los mandan en el chat, ¿ok? En el chat from the video call, ¿ok? Soupy. So let's start with Edwin. Would you please read your advice?
So you should travel during the off season to find lower price on fries and accommodation. So the second is you could reduce food expenses by eating and local markets or cooking your own meals.
Exactly, your own meal. Usually, I also think it's better sometimes to cook your own food. But if you want to try something new, yeah, the locals is also nice. Nice, good advice, Edwin. Good. Edison, would you please read your advice?
Yeah, the first one is if you're going to travel for a long time, you should bring your own food, like sandwiches that are the most easier to prepare. So you don't have to stop a lot of times in restaurants and in the road.
Yeah, that's also a good one.
And the second one is you must bring just necessary things in your bags, your backpacks, so you don't have to pay for overweight at the airport.
Oh yes, oh yes, this is a really important advice. Also, for the sandwiches, I also sometimes when I travel, I do my own sandwiches and I take them to the airport because usually at the airport you need to wait some hours and you get really hungry and everything is really so expensive at the airport. So it's always good to have your own small sandwich or something that you made yourself so you don't need to pay so much. This is good advice, Edison. So guys, good job. Really nice. Now, mm, okay, we are going to write again advice, but like in certain areas when like how you save money. Yes, we did now um we do now like we write a tip that you would give to save money in certain areas, like when traveling. That is, for example, if it's about food, like for example, now Edwin gave us advice about food, how to save money on food. Yeah. Or you can choose, for example, how to save money on transport, or how to save money on hotels, or how to save money on activities, activities you do when you travel, or how to save money on what else could we say when you travel? Or little small things, for example, on the video, the girl say she brings her own water as her own bottle to fill water, so she doesn't need to pay many times for just water. So this is also it's less like it's not so much money that you spend, but it's still money. Then you save money. But do you understand what I mean?
I 50/50, so we should write I forgot the word, advices to save money, and like when we are going to eat and traveling or buying little things
Mhm.
like recordatorios and those things.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Or like souvenirs or like this. Yeah, exactly. Good. Yeah, that's you're gonna write two advice, okay? Two tips. Van a escribir dos, porfa. Y de nuevo los espero y los escriben en el chat. Y acuérdense que con modal verbs, ¿ok? Because, yeah, Edison gave good advice. Okay, he used here must, but in the first one, yes, you should bring your own. Yes, sorry, yes, sorry, I forgot. But this one's also with modal verbs, okay?
Teacher, ¿cuántos hay que escribir? ¿Dos?
Sí, dos.
Okay, thank you.
Nice. So, Edwin, could you please read your tips?
Okay, teacher. The first one is you might look for free walking tours, museum discount days, or city pass to
Passes?
say on passes to say on entrance fees.
Mm-hmm.
The last one is you must avoid buying souvenirs
Yeah.
in tourist hotspots as prices are often inflated.
Mm-hmm.
Instant should where locals do.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Edwin. Those are nice tips. Yeah, especially in souvenirs. Souvenirs, they're always expensive if you buy it in the wrong place. Edison, please read your examples, your tips.
The first one is you should avoid big stores or restaurants when you want to buy something while traveling. Instead, you could support local business that sell cheaper and better. And when I say restaurants, to be clear, I mean like big chains like McDonald's and KFC
Ah,
and that.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
The second one is if you really want to buy a souvenir or an item that catches your eye, you could start looking for it in different stores. Maybe you'll find it cheaper in another place.
That's true. Not to buy at first sight. That's also good tip. Also, in restaurants, what you say is also when you travel to try new food and from the place that you are. Really nice tips. Also good. Thank you, Edison. So now that we share tips, we are going to use a wheel of modal verbs. I will show you. Mm, Give me a sec. I hope this. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So you're gonna see a travel situation. Okay. Like, for example, in this one, here in the example, standing packing a suitcase. This is a travel situation, okay? You need to give an advice, okay? Using modal verb, of course. And the example in this one is you must pack light to avoid extra luggage fees, okay? This is the advice. And so we're going to find many travel situations if this loads, of course. And you are going to tell me your advice, okay? So let's start with Edwin. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Ta-da-da. And we got arriving at the airport. Edwin, what is your advice for arriving at the airport? You guys hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, sorry. You are thinking, yes? Mm.
So you must have your documents in hand before going to immigration.
That's true. Good advice. And also because of the stress, it's also better that you have this on in your hand. Thank you, Edwin. Now, Edison. Packing a suitcase, but a different advice as the example.
Okay, I guess you could uh, just package the necessary things, like don't bring stuff that you never gonna use. Like I don't know, maybe if you're going to the beach, why are you going to package an, a sweater? Like
Okay,
why?
yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a good advice also. Thank you. Edwin, your turn. Visiting tourist attractions.
So you should be careful in tourist place because you can be scamming, o sea, estafado, scamming.
Yeah, scum. You can get scum. Yeah, that's what. Yes, Edwin. Yes, usually. Um, you need to take care of this. That's also good advice. Thank you. Yes. Edison, for you again. Back in Wait, let me spin again. Visiting tourist attraction. I have, we have so many here, and it just comes the same. Again, packing a suitcase. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's good. Going through security.
Okay, guess as we're talking about the airport security, you should like have in your mind what items made of metal do you have or you sorry, what are you wearing, like I don't know, a belt or maybe that shoes that have a metal platform. You should be aware of those things.
That's yeah. That's that's correct. Nice advice, guys. You travel much, or is it just me? Imagine this.
No,
Also, I learned
I
from
traveled
you.
a few times in plane, but
Yeah, but that's our good advice. Thank you, Edison. Now, Edwin, traveling alone versus in a group.
So when you travel in a group, you should take lots of photos.
Lots of like
Take lots, o sea, tomar muchas fotos.
photos. Yeah. Love of pictures, yeah. So what was your advice? I didn't.
Tomarse
Uh,
muchas fotos.
oh, okay, you should. That's funny. Okay, that's a good. Yeah, why no? I mean, for me it's also, and also I like, for example, traveling alone as well, but it's always I like to share. I'm a sharing person, so if you I like traveling also in group and you share more. And yeah, and it's good so you have people that takes pictures of you. Okay, let's do another round and then we continue with another activity. So this is the last round for Edison. Keeping your belongings safe.
Okay, I think that you can like bring the things that of value with you, like your phones, your
Mhm.
wallet, your money, your papers, on you, like in a little bag that you know isn't gonna be missing, and bring a lock that you can put in your bags. So if you leave them somewhere, they don't open it and leave it there.
Yeah, that's also good. Yeah, thank you, Edison. And the last one for Edwin. Using public transportation. Sorry about the noisy background I have. I have. And I have the door closed. It's just I am in the parking place where and yeah, you hear
Teacher,
everything. Yes, let me know.
so on public transport, you should be careful with your things so as not to lose them and use an app to avoid getting lost.
Oh yeah, thank you, Ellen. Yeah, I'm really scared also to lose my things in public transportation. I also always, usually I try to not bring many stuff in public transportation. Mm, okay, guys, enough with the wheel. And now we do another activity, and then we will have a conversation, and then the class will be over. Okay, so this is the last write writing activity that we're gonna do for today, and it is create a short travel story using at least 4 different modal verbs. Okay, so first write a short travel related story using modal verbs. You can tell a story from you, or you can make that up. Se la pueden inventar o pueden ser algo de ustedes mismos, o sea, consejos de ustedes mismos o algo así. So this is an example. This one, could you please read the example?
If you want to travel on a budget, you should book flights in advance. You must check visa requirements before traveling. You don't have to stay in expensive hotels, and you can use public transport to save money.
Nice. Thank you. Eric. So this is an example, but you can talk about anything. It doesn't anything but related to travel. Okay, it doesn't need to be about money or stuff like this. No necesariamente tiene que referirse a la plata en cuanto a dinero, pero sí tiene que ser sobre viaje. Y pueden hablar lo que sea sobre viaje y utilizar 4 verbos modales en el texto. Okay? So you can start now and then you send it on the chat group. Okay? Here on the video call. Okay? You can start now.
Can I start?
Yes, yes, you can start now.
Okay, thank you. So I should have check-in
So
my
sorry, but you need to write it down.
read. Okay.
Okay? Necesitas escribir una historia. Escribir una historia con 4 verbos modales diferentes y la historia sobre viajes, ¿ok? Y lo envías
Okay.
acá en el grupo. Okay, so first, Edwin, could you please read your text?
Okay, teacher. So I should have checked my flight details more carefully, but in my excitement, I rushed to the airport without realizing my ticket was for the next day. The airline agent told me I could change my flight, but it might cost extra. Instead, I decided I must find cheap hostel in nearby and explore the city for a day.
Wow, Edwin, is this true or did you make that up? ¿Es verdad o es una historia que te inventaste?
Es una historia que me inventé.
Ah, okay. Oh, good, because I thought it was true. I can't realize I would be so stressed if I would lose a light, you know. Nice, really nice test, Edwin. It easy? Now Edison, please.
Okay, if you are going to travel to the beach, you should pack summer clothes and sunscreen, especially the sunscreen. Depending on how much distance you're going to travel, you have to take food and water with you. So be aware of what things you need while traveling. Once you are on the beach, you must avoid scammers by asking the price first. You don't want to pay $1,000 for an ice cream. Lastly, you may want to practice your swimming because that is what you are going to do most of the time on your vacations on the beach.
Yes, exactly. That's good. Those are really nice advice, especially swimming. You know, there are people who make swimming activities and they don't know how to swim. This is pretty dangerous. Guys, really nice. Nice tests. Yeah, do you have questions? ¿Tienen preguntas?
No, I
No.
don't have.
Okay. Then we will continue. We're gonna talk about a bit traveling. And yeah, so um, Edwin, what should you do to find cheap flights?
I must find the web.
You must find the right website. That's true. Thank you, Edwin. Edison, can you travel without passport?
No, you must bring your passport if you are going to travel outside the country. Well, now the answer is yes, or it depends. You are
Yeah,
going
it
to
does.
travel.
Yeah, continue, sorry.
If you're going to travel like to the US, you have to bring your passport. If you want to travel inside the country, you don't have to. You
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't.
That's true. Thank you. Yeah, it depends if you go out of the country or if you don't. And Edwin, what must you bring when traveling abroad? What do you bring when traveling abroad?
I I must have my passport, my ID, my ¿cómo es mi equipaje? My siempre se me
Luggage
olvida la palabra.
or suitcase?
Luggage.
Mhm.
luggage, and if I need a visa, so the visa.
Yeah, true. Good. Thank you, Edwin. Edison, what is your own travel tip?
Uh, I guess it would be the one, the food. You should package food depending on how much are you going to travel because it's cheaper than stopping in restaurants and on the road.
Yeah, nice, nice tip. I also take that tip from you. Edwin, what would be your ideal travel destination and why?
So my ideal travel destinations would be Japan because it offers a perfect mix of tradition and modernity. So I could explore templos más centrales sería como
Temples?
templos en Kyoto,
Mhm.
experience the futurist vibe of Tokyo and relax in natural hubs. I should try authentic sushi and ramen, and I must see the cherry blooms in spring
Oh my,
plus so I can enjoy the efficient public transport system. So I
mhm.
don't know.
Wow, you don't know you have a really well planned holidays. This is nice. I also would like to go Japan. But nice that you have your, you know what would you do in Japan. So that's nice. Thank you. And let's continue. I have many questions, guys. So you will talk. So, Edison. Why should you be flexible when looking for and buying your flight?
I guess you should be because in some other companies it will be cheaper the booking of your flight, or maybe they offer like a better class. Like if you want to
Mm-hmm.
go in first class, maybe some other company offers more benefits, or other one offers
Mm-hmm.
like a cheaper price. So you should be flexible and not stay with one company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Edison. Edwin, is it necessary to always bring your own water bottle when traveling?
So I consider it isn't always necessary, but
Mm-hmm.
it can be very useful.
Mm-hmm.
So the brings my own bottles water can help
Mm-hmm.
my save money, reduce plastic waste,
Uh-huh.
and
Cool.
ensure you stay hydrated. So
Yeah. No, good. Edwin, you think much of in front. That's good. Yeah, also because you save the planet. That's also a good answer. The last two questions, guys. Edison, what is, do you know Airbnb? Do you think it's better than hotels?
Mm, yeah, I know what is an Airbnb. It's like you rent your apartment for a few days. It's not like an hotel. It's could be a house in any place. and I don't know. I never stayed in an Airbnb, so I don't know. I think I prefer the hotels, but just as an advice, should look what hotel you're going to before, because could be not the best option if you are tired or want to go to sleep anywhere. So should
Yeah,
look before.
nice. Thank you for your explanation, Edison. And the last one for Edwin. What are the benefits of wearing comfortable travel shoes?
So wearing comfortable travel shoes can make a home difference in my try. So I should avoid blister and injuries, especially if you are walking a lot. So you can move more fácilmente easily. Whether you're slicing is hiking or rushing through airports. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good answer, Edwin. It's important to have good pair of shoes when you travel. You do many activities. Okay, guys. So to finish the class, I have this. What do you think about this quote? Travel is the only thing you buy that makes you richer. Who wants to say what he thinks about this?
I guess it's true. It's not a richer like money wise, but it's like you take a break of the things that you're doing, or you learn something new about your country or another country. So you when you're learning, you never lost money or lost time. So I think it's true.
Mhm. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Edison. And Edwin, what do you think about the quote?
So that's beautiful and experience cute. Travel can enrich your life in so many ways beyond materials, health. You might spend money on flight, accommodation, and experience, but in return, you gain knowledge and memorize and personal warmth.
Yeah, that is true. You guys really well done. Yeah, I hope you like the class. Do you have questions or you want to share something or we just finished?
Now, teacher, I don't have any questions. It was a very good class, very interesting.
Nice. Guys, I'm happy you liked it. Then we see us on Tuesday and have a nice weekend. And yeah, thank you for your attendance and just that.
See you on Thursday, teacher. Or
Thank you, teacher.
Martes.
See you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
See
Bye.
you.